not our finest effort. I think had a couple guys probably not ready to play. Some guys look a little fatigued. Not to be expected with where we are and the density of what we're going through. But, a win's a win. So, I'm not going to apologize for that. Worked out in our favor. We did some good things down the stretch. But, I think our starting stretch was not as good as it should have been.
Is that what you mean when you say some guys weren't ready to play, just the level of energy?
Yeah, just level of energy and just our, attention and, as far as what we're trying to do and what was needed.
You guys, obviously, the turnovers kept you from kind of building momentum early on, but can you rate the transition defense that you were talking about before the game?
I mean, without looking at the film, it's, there's, of course, a couple possessions that stand out in your head. Decent, not great. They had some possessions where, we're collapsing on the ball and bringing 2 or 3 guys unnecessarily that opened up some threes. Transition that into half court. And then, where it's just that floor balance that guys need to point, talk, get matched, and then find that most dangerous player on the floor.
Why do you think the Pistons looked confident to me? Did you kind of sense the same thing? And what do you think it was, that the lack of intimidation factor despite?
Well, they shouldn't. Why would they be intimidated? We did nothing to intimidate them the first probably 24 to 36 minutes. So, to their credit, they've continued to play hard, and that's what we expected. It's just one of those games that we have to impose our will on, and we didn't do that. So, they're going to push us, and thankfully we came away with one.
Gaff's been really good lately. Is he just in the right place at the right time? Kind of that's something.
That's part of it. Obviously the spacing I thought on that play, tie game, balls in Brad's hand was great. Give him the slot, give him room to play. We went at the right time, which allowed us to get the offensive rebound, but not too early where, if it comes off and maybe you got a second and a half, but shot was there. Gaff did a great job of working behind the defense to get the offensive rebound. Maybe a little lucky, but, to his credit, he made a play.
You had 5 of your 9 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. Was that an adjustment or just making plays?
I think just making plays. Some of it is, we were trying to get back into a zone, which I think, helped slow them a bit. In all honesty, once again, without looking at the film and dissecting it, I thought our zone was probably our most effective defense. We had really difficult time keeping Ivy out in front of us and keeping him out of the paint, which set up a lot of their driving kick game. He got downhill, got to the line. It also set up some of those offensive rebounds we saw in that first half. So, just that balance of, you save a possession here and there, mix it up. I think it does throw the offense off a bit.
Little minor mental things, mental fatigue. We got to push through some stuff.
Tomorrow, 24-hour turnaround, what's the focus?
Similar to how we played them the first time. I understand Trey's the head of the snake, but, they have a lot of guys who can contribute to the success of their team. They've been flowing. They got a lot of good energy. So we just got to make it difficult on them again. We got to show up ready to go. Starters got to be ready to go tomorrow. Because we know Trey can get going, DeJounte can get going. And they have 2 bigs inside who do a good job protecting their paint and their anchors of their defense. So and they have tremendous wings who can shoot the ball, put the ball on the floor, strong guys. So we got our work cut out. We got to make sure we're locked in and ready to go.
Really just the big steal with Kuz on the other end. The defense kind of led to that offense on the other end. We kind of went slow, getting it down and stuff. We let Brad just live in his own world in that position. And he got downhill, got a good shot up. Kind of was a little bit over the basket. I was just in the right place at the right time, really. And just shot the rebound, put it right back up. That was the main thing. I wasn't aware of how much time was left on the clock. I just wanted to get the ball in the hoop, really. And then it went off. I was like, oh, my first game winner,
Is it really?
Yes.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah. So, it was a crazy, I would say, turn of events in that situation. But the ball fell in the right spot at the right time, and I was ready for it, so.
Right spot, right time. That's kind of been how you've been playing the past couple of games. What clicked for you when? Can you pinpoint the beginning of this little stretch for you?
Really just coming in locked in mentally for myself, not really just coming in and focusing on the things that I've done bad in the past games or anything like that, because the game that is the most important is the game that's like occurring at the time, and I just really have to stay locked in for my assignment throughout the game, be ready for everything, make sure I'm in the right mindset to communicate, and make sure I know everything that I need to do throughout the night. That's the main thing and whatnot, and just really just trying to stay in the point to where I'm not frustrated and getting down on myself too much throughout the game. Like I can save all that for after and stuff if I get to a point to where I do it after, but at the same time, like really just kind of staying poised in my own head. That's the main thing, and just coming out and just playing ball. If I miss a shot, I miss it and go down, get another stop on the end. We have another shot at that on the other end too. So that's just some of the things that I kind of like have been working on throughout just like this year and stuff, is just really just staying poised in my own head, not really getting too frustrated with some of the stuff that I do on the floor, because at the end of the day, a good shot is a good shot and a bad shot is a bad one. But you can always get it back on the defensive end too.
Obviously, you could say you guys were quote-unquote supposed to win this game. What's the general takeaway, given you did get the win and that's good and everything, but 3 quarters and change, that was pretty messy?
Can't take teams like this for granted at all. No matter the record, no matter who's on the team, they're always going to come out and they're going to play with 110%. It doesn't matter. They come out and they have energy throughout the building, no matter if they got a lot of fans in here, no matter if they do. They're going to come out with some type of energy, and they're going to come out and they're going to come at us like right at us out the gate. And we just had to be ready for it, and we kind of weren't this game, but we locked in at the end over the course of the game. There was times where, we were lackadaisical, we were nonchalant, it looked like we didn't care, it looked like we were fatigued, but we found the way to kind of like pull through at the end and found ways to really just stick together in the end game, and we came out with the dub.